When I say born and raised, not only did I grew up literally right up the street from where we are. My childhood was spent up there. My mom went to Terry Sanford, which is right up the hill as well. She was a part of the first class that integrated Terry Sanford. My grandmother, the neighborhood where she lives to this day, was a neighborhood that was for African American soldiers once they came from Vietnam. And so it was so funny, the other day we were talking about, I was trying to open her vents, and I said, well, there should be two vents, you know, and she said, no, there's only one because, you know, this house was built from the ground up. And I said, well, Grandma, all houses are built from the ground up. And she said, no, mine, I had walked through the house before all the walls were up. This was built just for me. So she was a part of that time when that neighborhood, you know, came up. And so I like the connection that I have to Fayetteville is really, really strong. I moved away for about 15 years in New Orleans, and I came home every 3 months.
You missed it?
Yeah, because, you know, Fayetteville, it has this feel where, you know, there's a lot to do if you look for it. And it's spread out, but it still has that small hometown feel. And I'm, you know, one of those. It's the reason why I moved back up in the Haymount, because again, I felt like that was going to be a part of Fayetteville, that everything else is changing, but that's going to stay the same. So much so, my granddaughter just started Alma Esom Elementary School, and that was the elementary school I went to.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, and my house where it's located, I can look right out, and my cousins, when they were probably about 45 years ago, 42 years ago, their first apartment is right on the corner where I live. So I just look out and I love seeing like downtown. There was a time when my daddy, you know, he would not let me come downtown. And I didn't come downtown because there wasn't anything, you know, to offer. I did as a little girl. I remember my grandmother, we would get dressed up. That was when you would dress up to come downtown. And there was a drugstore, I can't remember the drugstore, but she would always tell me, because my grandmother, she would dress to the nines. And I guess she was a little vain because she wouldn't wear her reading glasses. So she was like, if you come and be my eyes, I will get you something. So I learned very early on, you know, if I just do something, and, you know, because my brother and the other, you know, it was like, oh my gosh, grandma's going to be shopping for all day. But I knew there was going to be something at the end of it. And so we would come down, the Capitol was down here. And again, like I said, we were dressed up, and there was a drugstore on the corner, and I would always get rock candy. I was fascinated with rock candy. I just loved rock candy. And those were memories that I have of downtown.